Yesterday, there were some bombs dropped, but not where you think so. It was on the social networks. We are having some investigations coming that might spook the markets, and we also have someone going after a major market maker. And today I'm going to break it all for you. Today I'm going to tell you what's happening on the market right now, why you should be careful, still be careful, and what you can expect for the next days. So, sorry, let me just grab this and let's see what's happening today. But like I said, yesterday some bombs were dropped, like big ones, big things on the market that no one was expecting, and one that might come at any time. And yeah, things are kind of looking scared, like, let's say like this. We are not sure what we can count on, what we can count on, and the price is still holding. I'm still expecting the usual, the sweep that I've been telling you. We haven't quite had that scary week that usually we have. So yeah, let's see. Let me know also who's on the comments here, who's watching, and I wanted to show you something here really quickly. So this is a major one, and I think we should be aware that this might spook the markets a little bit. So ZachXBT is going to drop some bombs, honestly, on some profitable company project that he researched. He said it's a major investigation dropping on the 26th. So yeah, do you have any bets? Do you know who it is? Some people think it's Binance, and other ones are thinking that it's 𝗕𝗟𝗢𝗙𝗵. Let me know who do you think it is on the chat. Coca-Cola. 𝗪𝗶𝗁𝗵𝗂. I don't know if it's 𝗪𝗶𝗁𝗵𝗂, to be honest. I don't think it's 𝗪𝗶𝗁𝗵𝗂. Honestly, I don't think it's 𝗪𝗶𝗁𝗵𝗂. But this is just my opinion. I don't think it is. Someone are saying that it's 𝗕𝗟𝗢𝗙, that might be related to Melania, to Trump, to some others. So yeah, I'm still not sure it's 𝗪𝗶𝗁𝗵𝗂. Not sure. But yeah, it's a big one, okay? Like a really big one. And something that to pay attention, that when ZachXBT usually doesn't announce, usually just releases the investigation, that's it. But now he's announcing, and that's something different. For him, it's different. Him saying that, it's really, really different. So yeah, pay attention. 26. I think today is the 24th. We have 2 days to relax and to try to enjoy what the market is giving us. And remember, tomorrow we are going to have NVIDIA. Okay, so it's normal that we see some sort of de-risking on the market. Yeah, let's see. Either way, only one person asked 𝗪𝗶𝗁𝗵𝗂. Polymarket is giving this. So 𝗕𝗟𝗢𝗙 is front leading, and I do believe that 𝗕𝗟𝗢𝗙 is leading because of Melania, Trump, and some other tokens that were launched. You have Axiom, you have Pump.Fun, you have Jupiter, you have 𝗕𝗟𝗢𝗙. There's no 𝗪𝗶𝗁𝗵𝗂 here. Even let me talk about 𝗪𝗶𝗁𝗵𝗂. Everyone yesterday was saying that they were deleting tweets, and from what I researched, that was not true. Someone yesterday was saying that Eric Trump is deleting tweets, and the 𝗪𝗶𝗁𝗵𝗂 tweets, the Ethereum tweets, whatever. Don't ask me why it is, but sometimes the search on X, it messes up. It says there's nothing there, and there is. Okay, if you go to my X search, I don't know, for 𝗕𝗪𝗊, probably will say I have 0 mentions to 𝗕𝗪𝗊, and I'm always mentioning 𝗕𝗪𝗊. So yeah, just have that in consideration, that probably X research is not your best tool for that, but they were not deleting tweets. But I do think we might see something regarding 𝗕𝗟𝗢𝗙, because it's profitable, and yeah, we know they were doing some shady stuff regarding, regarding Melania, Trump, etc. So yeah, let's see. Allegedly, they were doing some shady stuff, but if someone knows, it's Zach. And if Zach is telling he's going to drop the investigation, you should pay attention to that. Now, I want to talk about this, and as always, I'm going to read you an article I wrote on X about this. No, I'm joking. I'm not going to do that. Of course, I'm not going to do that. But I want to talk about this. So yesterday, and this is the main thing that's moving the markets right now. Yesterday, how do you say this in English? The person that's overseeing the bankruptcy of Luna decided to go to sue Jane Street for market manipulation, insider trading. Okay, so claiming that they were behind the 2022 crypto winter. So if you're not here from Luna, it was a crazy thing. It was something really crazy that happened on the market. USD peg, and it started the crash that we saw. 𝗕𝗟𝗙𝗶 went down because of that, and the FTX went down because of that. So everything started with Luna. And yeah, yesterday, and it's here, I'm not going to read all of this to you, but yesterday someone sued them, claiming that they knew what they're doing and that was insider trading, and they were behind the 2022 crypto winter. And as always, since I'm someone that likes AI, I did this so that we can understand what you are talking about. And I think today everyone can read it, right? So here's the thing regarding Jane Street, okay? And this is just based on the timeline, based on the court documents, etc. We'll all remember when we started to notice that pattern where crypto was always saying at 10 a.m. Eastern time at the US market open, right? It was the easiest short you could do. You already knew. At that time, I think it's around 3 o'clock on Portugal, we can short Bitcoin because Bitcoin is going to drop, and you can short altcoins. Okay? Do you remember those weeks? You go to the chart, and it was always at the same time at the opening of the US session, you see the chart coming down. So this was on Q2, Q3 of 2025. Then, in September 2025, the 13F, the filings I already told you about the SEC, shows that Jane Street has $5.7 billion in IBIT, plus Coinbase, Strategy, and Riot. Okay, so this is what they have around crypto companies, let's say like this, in the Bitcoin ETF. And regarding MicroStrategy, I would like to show you this. And let me put like this. So yesterday, or not yesterday, but yesterday we knew that Jane Street increased their MicroStrategy stake by 400%. By 400%. And okay, this is kind of crazy. We all know what's happening with MicroStrategy right now. If the price of Bitcoin doesn't go up, it's hard for them to sell their products, and they are selling shares to buy Bitcoin. And yeah, I'm not going to go into details about MicroStrategy, but you already know my opinion. But right now, they increased by 400%, almost 500%. They're holding like $144 million of shares of MicroStrategy. Okay, you need to keep this in consideration with what I'm going to show you again. So, getting back to our timeline. Then, in October, you all remember the crash, right? Bitcoin, we dropped a lot. We lost like $19 billion in liquidation. Since the all-time high, we lost $1 trillion. And after that, the 10 a.m. pattern intensifies. Do you remember everyone was discussing that 10 of October broke something? It broke a market maker company. Someone is liquidating their holdings because they went bananas. Or someone was saying that was, I think, who was it? I don't remember who said this, but anyway, I had the video here. Someone was saying that it was the exchanges that, to avoid a huge liquidation, they had to buy altcoins, and now they are dropping because of 10 of October, and to avoid everything going to zero. You remember this. You follow me, you remember this. But that pattern stayed and intensified. You all remember this? The drop, we always knew, do not trade till we have the drop or short, and the market was coming down, always. But someone was saying, I think it was Bull Theory, that's why I gave him props here, that this was from high-frequency traders. High-frequency traders. We are talking about 500 million liquidations nearly every other day. Nearly every other day. So, yeah, this was November 2025. We are saying someone broke, whatever. And now, after that, we still know, and I shared this with you, another 13F that Jane Street bought $276 million of IBIT. Okay, follow the timeline here. This is important. So right now, or in December, their position was $1 billion on IBIT ETF. $1 billion. Okay. So, and everyone is saying that this is market manipulation, whatever. Let's see. Tell me in the end. So then in February, we know their values, their holdings are now $790 million. $719 million. And yesterday we knew about the 𝗕𝗟𝗢𝗙𝗵𝗂𝗪 lawsuit. The bankruptcy administrator sued Jane Street for insider trading. So let's recap what we are talking about here. The accusation is, and again, I'm not saying they are the ones doing this. This is just speculation and an analysis. The accusation is that they are silently accumulating IBIT while they dump Bitcoin at 10 a.m. ET. Okay, ET. Usually it was half an hour after the US session opens. Cascading liquidations because of this, and then buying back at discounts and repeating the cycle. This is the accusation. This is the theory, the conspiracy that we are seeing now at the market. I will repeat. And we know this year, okay? They hold $5.7 billion on IBIT. They bought more. In December, their position was almost $1 billion. And now it's $800 million round numbers. And the accusation: accumulate IBIT, dump Bitcoin, cascading liquidations, and buyback at discount. Now, I want to know your opinion. Do you think this is what we are seeing? Do you think that the prices are dropping? Again, this is high frequency trading because someone is dropping the price so that they can accumulate more IBIT ETF or more Bitcoin if you want to. Let me just tell you this. We know that some OGs are dumping. We know that some OGs are dumping, but this is the accusation they are facing, and this is what the conspiracy around X is going now. Now, in their defense, because we need to see both sides. They are a market maker, not an investor. 13F only show long position or not edges. This makes sense, okay? And position is offset by options and futures. Q4 purchases are inventory management. 10 a.m. pattern is market noise amplified by leverage. So this is where I want to know your opinion. For those that are on the chat, tell me, do you believe that they are manipulating the market, allegedly, or that this is nothing? And this is just noise, and this is just an excuse for the market to drop. Because this is not something small. You need to understand that they are facing a very serious accusation here about... Let me see. Because I have alerts in case Zach says something else. So they are facing serious accusation here regarding UST. Okay, and regarding they knew, they dumped, and they forced the crash. So this is an accusation. This is not a proof that they are guilty. But I want to know your opinion. I want to know what you think about this. If they are guilty or not, in your opinion, allegedly, do not. Okay, we still need to give them. We need to give them the benefit of doubt. But I want to know this. I really want to know if you think Jane Street has been manipulating the market and that we are all wrong. Let's say like this, and that's why you are seeing this crazy price action. So before moving forward, because I want to move forward and go to the charts, I want to tell you this. Tomorrow, I promise you live trading. Okay, so tomorrow I'll be streaming later. You need to follow me on X to know what time I'll be live streaming. And tomorrow we will do live trading. And I'll tell you why. Because tomorrow is the worst day to live trading. So I want to start tomorrow because we have the NVIDIA earnings. And I want to do live trading tomorrow. So the first thing I want you to do, because tomorrow we are going to trade crypto, stocks, and commodities. The first thing I want you to do is to go here on this link. And you have the PrimeXBT link. And then you go to PrimeXBT. And you go to demo account. So I think it's here, demo account. And you start to get used to the system. okay, of Prime XBT, so that we can trade tomorrow. So today, the only thing I ask you is go here, register here, and then go to Prime, trade on the demo account, because to open positions here is kind of different of what you are used to, and we are going to trade something that I love, that's commodities. Silver and copper and everything. I've been telling you about copper. I think copper, it's going, I do believe copper is going to fly, okay? So I want you to do this. I want to get used to the system so that tomorrow we can open and close the trades, and we are going to do it the same. And this is why you should follow me on X, okay? Because I said this on X, I'm going to show you here, and today we know this. We'll know if I'm right or wrong. So I wanted to show you this, and this is why you should really listen to, at least follow me on X, and let's say if I'm right or wrong. Sometimes X puts my tweets as reply. So we all know that if you follow AI and you are in stocks, you need to be aware of the Anthropic announcements, okay? And I'm ready to short all of this. Honestly, I don't know if I'm right or not, but yesterday when Anthropic said that Claude Code could read COBOL, IBM dropped like a rock, okay? And we're going to see the charts in a minute. And today they are going to have an event. So this is the stocks that this is the service, this is the tokens that I'm looking for to short. Sorry, the stocks that I'm looking to short after the Anthropic event, okay? I want to short them. So I'm talking about ServiceNow, UPET, SAP, Oracle and SAP, because I do think the COBOL yesterday was just a warm-up. That it was just a warm-up, okay? And they have an event today, so this is something that I'm trying to look for. And yeah, I'm sharing a lot of this stuff on X, and I'll be sharing here on this channel also. But yeah, today I'm paying attention to this to see if I can short this or not, because I do believe if they are going to announce what I think they are going to announce, this is a money-making machine. Okay, let's see if I'm right or wrong. This is not financial advice. I'm just showing you what I'm doing, okay? Just showing what I am doing, and I share all of these things on X. So go to Prime XBT, trade on the demo account so that you can get used to the XBT, so we can trade tomorrow. Also, before we go to the chart, and usually I don't talk about this, but today I cannot argue against this that I'm going to show you now. So Bitfunded is doing this campaign that I think is going to end today. If those who don't know what is a prop firm, it's Bitfund is a prop firm where you can get a challenge. Then once you show that you are profitable, you get an account that you can trade, and you keep a share of the profits. In this case, 80%, and 20% go to the exchange. It's their money, okay? And right now they are selling 2 accounts for the price of one. 2 accounts for the price of one. And look, if you go here, $79, get 2 5K accounts. That's a stop loss. Think about this. Instead of trading with a $500 account or $1,000 account, I don't know if it's your case or not, just go here and try. This is a stop loss. $79, $99, it depends on your account. We're talking about 2 accounts. Look, you can get 2 $25,000 accounts for $2,250. Not 1, 2. If you lose one, you get a backup plan. That's why it's called BOGO. You have the link in the description here. Go to Bitfunded and yeah, take advantage of this. Come on. And we are going to do some challenge also on Bitfunded. Let's give time and you will see. I have a lot of things stored for you. I've been building a lot of things. So yeah, you will see. Let's stay like this. Now let's go to the chart. And we wanted a pump, but there's no pump here. Now we are doing the sweep I was expecting. I've been telling you this, and I want to see if we are going to hold this target or not. Okay, I said this a lot of times, and I'm going to keep saying it. I was expecting for this sweep. I still believe that this week here probably is not safe or not safe, and I'm not expecting that we go lower unless something major happens, geopolitical, or the ZachXBT case, or NVIDIA failing the earnings, etc. That's why I want to trade with you tomorrow because yeah, we need volatility, and tomorrow I do believe we are going to get volatility. I like to scalp. I love to scalp. It's something that I really like to do, and yeah, I believe that tomorrow we are going to have it. So if we are going to have volatility, we are going to trade. Without volatility, we don't trade. Makes sense? Let me know if this makes sense to you. So, but right now on Bitcoin, I would be a little bit careful. Let me see the comments. I think everything is okay. Yeah, everyone is okay. Everything is okay. But regarding Bitcoin right now, I would be waiting. It's at support, okay? But I do believe that we might come lower. Let me check the 15-minute chart. Yeah. I would wait, honestly. I would set an alert here for that final sweep, that final breakdown damage. And yeah, at least this one. I don't think these longs here are Safu. Honestly, I don't think so. So I would expect that unless there's some sort of tweet or something from Trump or whatever, which I don't think there will be. He's not being, I don't see him caring too much about the market right now, to be honest. I think he has another thing on his mind. But I would leave this year, okay? I would 100% leave this year and set an alert. And if we can lower, then I would look for maybe opening a long year. It depends on the reaction, okay? It of course will depend on the reaction. So this is what I will do. Again, this is me. It doesn't have to be you. But this is what I will do. If you get there, I have the alert. I'm going to trade it. And yeah, the other one that I want to show you, it's this one. I don't know why I lost it. My trading view sometimes gets bananas. So yeah. So here, I still have this entry for XRP. Okay, someone was asking for me to talk about XRP, but people from UK and from Toronto. Awesome. 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 So regarding XRP, I'm still waiting. I'm still being patient, and I will wait. Okay. Right now, I will wait to see if I'm going to get filled or not. I have this position, I don't know, for 2 weeks, maybe more, and I'm going to leave it here. I can be patient on the market. That's the thing of being here for a few years. I can really be patient and wait for an entry. So I do believe we are going to, especially if we get that week that I'm counting on. If we get it, yeah, for sure. I think I'm going to get fulfilled. That's what I think. But if you want to scalp, yeah, again, guys, I cannot follow your trades. I cannot follow your scalps. Someone on the other day was saying that they took a trade, but there was no follow-up, and so they stopped following the scalps. Just do what's best for you, okay? Just do what's best for you. If you can trade it and you are in profit, close the trade. Don't be greedy, okay? But if you wanted to trade now, this is a really risky trade. Like, you shouldn't do it. If you go to every trading books, they're all going to tell you, do not trade it, okay? But you could trade now, just a quick scalp, like before US opens, just a quick one. And yeah, I will not be too greedy. I don't know if we have an R&R here. That means I don't think we have a. Yeah, we could come here, but I don't think we have a RR here. Yeah, it's just a 2. I don't like this. At least a 3. Never mind. Do not do it. Okay, it might go low, go higher, but I will do not do it. Okay, do not take this trade. The R&R is not there. You have to put the stop loss quite below because of this week's here, and then we are going to stop lose. The risk reward is going to be awful. Do not do it. Okay. And I only have people watching from UK and Toronto. Really? Okay. I know the Portuguese are there. They are just shy. I'm going to live stream in Portuguese 1 hour from now, so you should follow 𝗕𝗅𝗏𝗏 Portugal. Now, regarding Ethereum, I think I drew this yesterday. So, regarding Ethereum, it's at support right now, but I think that we are going to come lower. Okay, I do believe that we are going to come lower. I know there are some bets saying that we are going to see $1,000 Ethereum. I don't know what's happening with Ethereum, but I want to address this, okay? Be aware of the FUD. And I'm going to show you this. I think I have it here. I remember this. I'm not 100% sure. But I think it's this, because everyone is saying that Vitalik is dumping Ethereum, which it is. Okay, it's a fact. And if it was XRP, there will be a lot of more noise. But this is a big but. He said this on the 30th of January. It's a long test and I'm going to read it. For this reason, I have just withdrawn 16,000 Ethereum, which I'll be deployed toward these goals. I think it was testing on other platforms, etc. So yeah, maybe it's related or not. Maybe it's not dumping. Maybe it told us. It told everyone that it was about to dump. Let's say it's not that is not dumping, but maybe warned us. And this is just another engagement farming. Might be, might not be. Just pay attention to Ethereum. Ethereum was on the Epstein files also. Okay, and this is something that scares me, is that the two assets that were most talked about on the Epstein files are the ones that the OGs are dumping. And this is facts. Look, I don't have anything against Bitcoin. I don't have anything against Ethereum. I hold both. But a fact, besides 𝗕𝗟𝗢𝗙𝗵𝗏 that loves Ethereum, your goal in life, listen this to me really careful, is to find someone that likes you like 𝗕𝗟𝗢𝗙 likes Ethereum. This is your goal in life. Believe me, if you find someone in your life that likes you like 𝗕𝗟𝗢𝗙 likes Ethereum, you have an amazing life. You just need to find it. It's not easy, but you might find it. Who knows? So like I was saying, Ethereum is right now is at support. I would be careful here. I don't like this compression. So yeah, just wait for the US to open. Just wait for that spooky week. Let's say like this, and I'm going to set it here. Maybe we get it. Maybe we are going to get it. And yeah, I think it's more safe now. Tomorrow we're going to do proper live trading at the proper time, not between sessions. Trading between sessions is like, nah, it doesn't make any sense. It's too risky for me. Then you get stopped, then I don't want you to lose money. So, but if I find something, of course, I'm going to share with all of you. And yeah, XRP we saw. I want to tell you something about XRP. Maybe you don't realize. Is that XRP so far, it's quantum and Epstein resistant. Okay, just for you to know that XRP so far is Epstein and quantum resistant. So for Solana, I have my target here. You know, I think I draw this with all of you. So I have my alert here, and I will think I might get the trigger. I might get the trigger. So if I get it, yeah, probably I'll take a long position here. Okay. Now it's the time you need to be patient. You just need to wait. You prepare everything. You send USDT to exchanges. You train, like I told you, on Prime XBT on demo accounts. That's what you need to do. You need to be ready so that when you get your alert, everything is ready, set and done. Honestly, everything is ready, set and done. That's what you need to do. You just need to set an alert, wait, be patient, be okay with being front-runner. And yeah, honestly, that's what I do. But I kind of like Sol here. Yeah, I'm going to take a trade. I already know that I'm going to take a trade. I know I'm going to take a trade. Yeah. Should we risk it and take a trade here? I'm going to get stopped. Almost for sure that I'm going to get stopped. But we only live once, right? That's why you have a stop loss. And I'm going to take this stop loss and I will think, damn, it was 2 BIT-funded accounts. That's what's going to happen. But let's go with a really tight stop loss, like a really tight one. Like if it goes, great. If it doesn't work out, like this is a really tight one. Okay, maybe you can get it. Who knows? Or you get stopped and the trader not even develops. But yeah, let's see. Maybe you can get something like this, or you get stopped out immediately. So the stop loss is so close. it's so small that we can take this one. Okay, so it's like 50 cents. It's a 50-cent stop loss. So, and this is how you scalp. A small stop loss, when you take one win, it compensates like 3 or 4 losses. That's how I trade. That's my system, honestly. Is that my stop losses when I'm scalping are so small that if I get stopped, I just need one trade to be in profit. Not to break even, to be in profit. I just need one right trade. So let's leave this one here. And CRV. Let's see CRV. I'm buying CRV spot. I'm not comfortable yet to long it. Okay, I'm buying it spot. I'm not comfortable yet to long it. Okay, I don't know what we should do here, but I'm not going to trade CRV now. I don't see anything here, to be honest. I don't see it. I don't see anything here that I could trade. Now, convex. You know I like convex, and you know I love to trade convex. You know I really like to do this. Should we take a trade here? Can you get 2 small stop losses? What do you think? Let me see if someone is here. TRX short. Let me just look at convex first, and I'm going to look at TRX. This is a risky one, but it should react here. In theory, it should react here. Yeah, but I don't know, honestly. I think I'm going to skip this one. TRX. I haven't traded TRX for a lot of time. You want to short TRX here? It's at a resistance. The thing is that if it's going to break or not the resistance here. The thing with TRX is that Justin suddenly decides that he will buy, and then, yeah. But if you want to short it, you can try. Why not, right? We need to put the stop loss. We need to have a tight stop loss. It's something really small. If not, we are going to get the risk of getting stopped. We need to do something like this. We more or less sure that it will work out. Yeah, but I think something like this, and let me see. The RR is small. Yeah, it might work out. You need to track this one. I don't know if you are going to get so low. If this works out, does your trading view does this too? I cannot see the RR, the risk reward here. Yeah. Look, trading view needs to sort out something. I have everything disabled. But yeah. Let's see. But I'm taking the short with you. I'm taking this short with you. I'm okay with that. Maybe it will play out. If this short plays out, probably we are going to get stopped on Solana if we haven't been already. No, we haven't. We are still on the trade. So, yeah. Yeah. Let's see. More. Can we get the proper long? I don't want just to short the market. I like, you know, it's like the red thumbnails. I missed the green ones. I missed the explosion ones, the green like I have on my back. I miss those days. I know we need to go through these days and that they are part of the game. I know that, but I miss, you know, I still miss those days where everything was green, everyone was pumping, everyone was happy. And now everyone is scared, not just crypto, but also AI. That's something crazy. So I love XLM, and maybe we should do something now on XLM. Should we take this trade? Maybe we should, right? Yeah, let's take another one here. Let's see if it's on the right spot. Should be. No, I didn't take the trade now. Sorry, it's short. I went too long XLM. Take it now, and this is another tight stop loss. Okay, like something really tight. I would say like this, not as tight as Sol, but something like this. We give it more time to breathe, and yeah, I'll leave it here as it is. Maybe a bit higher, that you can go get that spike up. And yeah, this is a 2-1. Yeah, I'm okay with this one. Are we still on Sol? We are. We rejected here, but we are still on Sol. And then there's the TRX short. How is that going? You know, now in my community, I'm going to tell them, do not trade between sessions, and they are saying, but we watch your live. So this one is going on the right way. So I know this is going to happen. I'm going to do not trade between sessions. They are saying, yeah, but you just did live. Nah. This is an issue, right? Let's see if this one plays out. I was just checking Sol because of the stop loss is so tight. But yeah, I'm going to leave it. If you get stop, I get stop. Honestly, I don't care. On Solana, yeah, I don't see any reasons to increase the stop loss. Just a scalp. If it goes great, for those that call for that one that called for the TRX short, it was a good one. Okay, it was a really good one. I want to know who's open already the account on Prime, so that you are ready for tomorrow, because tomorrow we are going to trade on Prime, and you just go here commodities, and then I see copper, and I go max long on copper. I want to go max long on copper and skyrocket copper, and then I will come here and I look for, I don't know, crypto, and choose some meme coin and short it to oblivion. So it might happen. It will not be the first time that I did it. So I think we are Gucci for today. Yeah, convex, the chart on Binance sucks right now. There's no liquidity. Yeah, this one is way better. Much better here. Okay. Don't forget I don't know if you watch my main show. My show on the main channel, sorry. But I told you about XLE. If my Revolut account is right, I'm in profit. Okay? So, and I shared a lot of this. Also in my X, and maybe soon you'll be able to access another place where I'll be sharing my stuff. So, yeah. And we are still alive? Yeah, we're still alive. And this one, they're still at our rate. So let's see how this goes. So remember, tomorrow we do live trading. Pay attention to the social. Follow me on X. You have everything here. You go here and you have everything here. Okay? And do not forget your cash card. I'm going to give an X card. I'm just waiting for the right time. I want you to get your cash card. I want you to farm this airdrop. And I don't talk about airdrops lightly. I never do. Okay? Those that follow the airdrop of the lighter airdrop, they are really happy and they know. And if I say about cast, I might be wrong, and one time I'll be wrong, but so far I'm taking credit for not being wrong, and I'm telling you that you should be farming the cast airdrop, and I'll give an X card. It's a $1,000 giveaway to those who register with my link. One of you will get an X card for free. And you have all my links here, the Portuguese Mentor channel, and follow me on X. And this artifact that I showed you today about Jane Street, the link is here. Thank you for the Banter team. They are awesome. They do everything in such a short notice. It's It's amazing. They are amazing and they deserve all the credit because if the thumbnails are good, if the titles are good, it's because of them, not because of me, and they deserve this. And see you all tomorrow. Pay attention, new hour, a new time, new slot, so that you can do some live trading and get stopped together. I don't like to get stopped alone. So we're all going to get stopped together. Bring some tissues in case you cry. See you tomorrow.